Fine. So the course when we talk about that is Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials Applications. The course is Oracle Fusion Financials. Okay, as a part of this course, we are going to learn these applications. First, let's look at this, the different terms. What does it mean, so that we can get some understanding. What does it mean by Oracle Fusion Cloud Financial Application? So once we are clear on these points, we can proceed with a few points for today. And if you have any questions, we'll discuss and we'll proceed accordingly. Okay, here the first point is here. We'll go one by one. So what is Oracle? What is application? What is fusion? What is financials? What does it mean by cloud? Okay, let's simplify these meanings. So when I talk about Oracle, you can say it's a database. Oracle is one of the database. In other words, you can say Oracle is one of the company name. So when I talk about database, how we can use the database? You can store the data in the database. How to store? By using SQL language. With SQL language, you can store the data in the database and you can retrieve and you can see the data. For that, we can use certain tools. By using the tools, by using the language called as SQL, you can store the data in the Oracle database and you can store and you can retrieve and you can see the data. If you want to store the data in the database, you should know SQL language and you require certain tools. With the help of tools, with the language called as SQL, you can store the data and you can retrieve the data and you can modify, you can do any sort of action on that data. But if you don't know the SQL language, you cannot store the data in the database. So that is the reason the applications are introduced. Applications are introduced. With the help of applications, what we can do? The process, okay, the process wise, everything is simplified with the application. This is the database. And if you want to store the data in the database, you don't need to know SQL language. Simply you can have certain form. This is how you can have forms. Within the database, you can have a tables. In every database, say you are doing some purchases. To store the what you are purchasing, you can have one table. So to record to enter the purchasing related information, say you are whatever you are purchasing, for that you can enter the data in this page that you can connect to the table, so that the user, the end user who is working for a business, say they purchase 10 laptops, they can enter that which laptops from which supplier they purchase. That information will get stored in the database in the respective table. In the same way, this is maybe related to supplier table. So there will be one, this is supplier form. Here you can have one table. This supplier form you can connect to the supplier table. You can enter the supplier data in this and you can save it automatically. That would get stored in the database. If you want to see all the suppliers and all, you can have a reports. If you want to see how many, what you purchased, you can have a report. Today, how many business transactions you entered in the system, if you want to see, you can have a reports. That means you have a database. To store the data without using SQL language, you can have certain forms. Through these forms, whatever the data you're entering, that will get stored in this database. To see the data, you can have a report. This combination of database, forms and reports, we are calling as application. If no applications, everything you have to enter in the database directly by using the SQL language, by using certain front-end tools. So that is the meaning of application. For each department, you can have a separate application. Payables department, one application. Receivables department, one application. Okay, asset department, one application. Sales department, one application. This is how for each and every department, you can have a separate application. So department wise, you can maintain the data in the single database. That's how you can manage your complete business information. Oracle means database. If you want to store the data in the database, you have to use the SQL language. With the help of SQL language, you can store the data. For that, you can use the tools. To simplify this process, we have applications concept where certain pages or forms are developed. Those are connected with the database with the specific table. And whenever you enter the data in this page, that will get stored in the database. No SQL language knowledge is required for the business users. Whatever the data you have in this database, if you want to present, you can use the reports. With the help of reports, you can find out the data which is available in this. So this we are calling as application. Database, pages, reports, this combination we are calling as application. Okay, that's the meaning of Oracle and applications. Then what is the fusion? In the market, there are many applications. Okay, we have Oracle applications and SAP applications for business, and PeopleSoft applications, and JD. Okay, JD applications and Hyperion applications. Okay, JD means JD Edwards. Okay, JD. Okay, JD Edwards, Hyperion, and Primavera. There are many applications. There are many applications. And when you look at these applications are famous for certain area. When you take an example of Oracle applications, financials is very famous in the market. If you take SAP, SD, sales and distribution is very famous. If you take PeopleSoft, HCM applications are very famous, human capital management. JD, some sort of procurement is famous, and SCM, supply chain management also. Hyperion is very famous for reporting. And Primavera is very famous for PPM, project portfolio management. And this is how there are many applications which are specialized in the respective area. If any client required finance, SCM, SD, or say the SD, you can call it as SCM also, fine, Oracle point of view, HCM, procurement. There is no one ERP application which can cater as per client requirement as the best in the market. So different solutions are very much famous from the different ERP applications or enterprise applications. So this is the current market situation. Now what Oracle it is, except SAP, almost not only this, there are many other ERP and enterprise applications Oracle acquired. After acquiring the different ERP products and enterprise applications, what Oracle built is, they take in financials from Oracle. Okay, from Oracle applications, they take financials. From PeopleSoft, what they acquired, purchased, they take HCM. From Siebel, they taken CRM. From JDE, Hyperion, Primavera, they selected best solutions and they built application called as Fusion applications. Okay, Fusion applications are not built by Oracle from the scratch. They purchased many applications from the different ERP vendors and enterprise applications. And from that, which is the best, which is really doing good in the market, which is very much successful in the respective area, accordingly they picked different products from the different vendor related products. So that's how they built ultimate product called as Fusion applications. In Fusion applications, whatever you see, the financials, that is from Oracle applications only, that we call as Oracle e-business suite applications. And whatever you see HCM applications within the Fusion, those are from PeopleSoft. And whatever the procurement and the supply chain process, certain applications, solutions, what you see, that is from JDE. And reporting solution from Hyperion. And project solution from Primavera. This is how from different legacy products they taken best solution, they built application called as Fusion applications. That means applications we discussed, database, pages and reports. And those applications are not owned by Oracle. They taken from the different ERP applications, ERP solutions. They built application called as Fusion applications. That is the meaning of Oracle Fusion applications. Any questions on this point, please? Oracle Fusion applications. What is the cloud and financials, etc.? We'll see. So that is the meaning of fusion. Fusion means they fused different ERP product best solutions into one suite that we are calling as a fusion. Any questions on this, please?
Can you explain about one more time about applications?
Yeah. Application is the one which will facilitate the business users to store the data into database. The application is nothing but the collection of pages, collection of reports which are connected with the database. The combination of database, pages, reports we call as application. Fine. To store the data in the database, we need pages. And to see the data, what is stored in the database, we need reports. Okay, the pages, the reports, database, the combination only we are calling as application. But the application, other technical term is module. Module or application, both are same. The technical term is module. Generally, you can functional front you simply call as application. Any questions on these points, please? No questions, will proceed. What is the finance, what is the cloud, etc.
So, Lakshman, like for this Oracle Fusion Cloud financial applications, don't we have anything from other ERPs like SAP, PeopleSoft, JD,
Yeah, we
IPREM,
are
or
discussing the
Primavera?
same. Yeah, we are discussing the same point. We have, when you look at Oracle Fusion, see, don't take as a finance. Finance completely they taken from Oracle product only.
Yes, yeah.
Oracle, okay, I'm taking your term. Oracle Fusion cloud application. I'm not talking about finance or something else. Oracle Fusion cloud application. Within Oracle Fusion cloud applications, we have many applications, many product families. Within that, one of the product families financials. When I talk about financials, I'll talk about the different classifications.
Okay, got it, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks. Any other questions here, please?
Lakshman, I have a small doubt here. If Fusion is a cloud application, right?
Sorry?
Because the Fusion is called like a cloud application, right? And which means like Fusion is also one of
One
the cloud.
second. Don't mind. We are discussing about point 1, point 2, and point 3. We'll go to point 4. Then finally we'll go to 5. Then you can say whether that is a Fusion is cloud financials or without cloud. Okay. There is some
Okay.
which will decide we have to include cloud or not. Once we touch that point, you can decide. I don't need to tell.
I'm sorry, because you just mentioned over here, right? Oracle Fusion Cloud application.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Oracle Fusion Cloud applications means not only specific, many. Whether you have to include cloud or you should call it as Oracle Fusion applications, that we can understand. Okay, you can include cloud based on how you are using the application. You can ignore the cloud. In which scenarios, in which case we call it as Oracle Fusion Cloud applications. When we call it as just Oracle Fusion applications, we are going to see very soon.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for your clarification. Yeah,
thank you. Any other questions here, please? No. Okay, done. So Oracle is the database, or other words, company name. Applications means which will facilitate to store the data and to retrieve and to see the data and to generate the reports. So that part we can call as application. Fusion means the Oracle acquired many ERP products and enterprise applications. They purchased, and from that they selected best and they built a product called as Fusion. Now the other point is financials. So when you talk about Oracle Fusion applications, we have a different product families. Okay, different product families. Those are like financials, SCM. SCM stands for supply chain management. You don't need to write it. SCM, supply chain management, and procurement, HCM, okay, CRM, PPM. This is how there are many product families we have. This is all we call as product families. What is the purpose of finance? To manage the finance flows. To manage the finance related information in the organization, you can use the financials. Again, within the financials, you can have a different department. You can have a payables department, you can have a receivables department, you can have a asset department, you can have a cash department. This is how you can have a different departments. Okay, so maybe after 2 or 3 sessions we'll come to know about this very detailed level. Now since it's just introduction, I'm touching very key points. If you take example of financials, within that as a part of finance process flows business, okay, in the finance department you can have a payables, receivables, asset and cash. This you can say within the finance there are the various department: payables department, receivables department, asset department, cash department. And when you talk about SCM, supply chain management, you can have purchasing department, you can have inventory department, and you can have sales department. When you talk about procurement, as a part of procurement, again you will have a department called as purchasing and self-service procurement and supplier related department management and procurement contracts, etc. There are many departments which are part of procurement. And HCM, okay, HR and payroll, okay, talent, absence. There are different departments you could see as a part of HCM. CRM, okay, customer relationship management, sales, marketing, etc. PPM, costing, billing, etc. There are different departments who will take care of these product families. So within the Oracle Fusion applications, we have a different product families: financials, SCM, procurement, HCM, CRM, PPM. So within the specific product family, we have a different departments. The departments which are working in the specific business process, accordingly, those are classified into product families. The payables department will involve in the finance matters, receivables department, asset and cash. These departments are involving the company in financial related activities. That is the reason these all departments are grouped as a financials. To execute the supply chain in the organization, these departments will involve. That is the reason those they taken into product family called as SCM, supply chain management. In the same way, these all are okay. These different departments will involve in the procurement activities. These department will involve in the human capital management. HCM means human capital management, where we can maintain employees, we can run the payrolls, the time cards, etc. All can be managed by HCM. This is how we have a different product families. When you look at these different product families, the financials Oracle taken as their own product. Before Oracle Fusion applications, Oracle is owning the product called as Oracle EBS, E-Business Suite. Within that, again, we have versions. We don't need to discuss about those points. Leave it. Before Oracle Fusion, Oracle has Oracle EBS. Still, that is there in the market. So Oracle EBS, E-Business Suite. Before Fusion, that is a older product. Okay, prior product is Oracle EBS. From Oracle EBS, within Oracle EBS, they have many solutions. They have financials, they have SCM, they have a procurement, they have a HRMS, they have a projects, etc. But what Oracle it is, from Oracle EBS, they taken only financials into Fusion solution. And SCM related solution, they taken some sort of some part from the PeopleSoft and JD Edwards. And procurement also same they did. HCM they taken from the product which they acquired as a PeopleSoft. And CRM they taken from the CBL product which Oracle acquired. PPM they taken from the Primavera and other areas of application. So that's how these different product families they're taken from the different ERP applications and enterprise applications. So that's how they build. When you talk about financials, okay, within the financials, will primarily you can have a 5 different applications. One is Oracle accounts payable application, Oracle accounts receivable application, Oracle cash management application. We'll see these names also more detailed level by including the Fusion Cloud, etc. But now just as introduction, these are the applications which are part of finance. whether it's a Fusion or EBS, doesn't matter, just Oracle applications which are related to finance. So Oracle fixed assets, Oracle general ledger. Just remember the names, no need to understand what is the purpose and all, but I'll take you very high level. By using Oracle accounts payable application, you can create invoices and you can process the payments. When you purchase from the supplier, for which supplier how much amount we have to pay, that you can record as a part of invoice. Whenever you have to make the payment, you can process the payment. That you can do by using Oracle accounts payables. What exactly we can do very detailed level, we'll see when we start working on payables. By using Oracle accounts payables, receivables department, you can create the sales invoice whenever you did some sales activity. Okay, that you can record. Whenever you get the payment from customer, that you can record as a receipt. In the cash management application, you can maintain the bank accounts and you can do the reconciliation, BRS, bank statement reconciliations you can do. Within this Oracle fixed assets, you can maintain the fixed assets like land, building, vehicles, machinery, all you can maintain within this application, and you can calculate the depreciation based on the usage or time. And by using Oracle General Ledger application, you can prepare the reports. So this is very high level. You no need to understand these points. We have enough time to understand. For now, just I'm trying to introduce. These 5 applications are key and primary applications within the financials. In the same way, in every product family, we have a set of applications to support the relevant business process. So that is the meaning of financials. Financials include set of applications to handle finance related flows. See here, when you talk about accounts payables, we are dealing with the payment. That is nothing but finance, money. Here in accounts receivables, we are dealing with the receipts. That is money related transactions. When you talk about cash management application, we are dealing with the bank accounts. That is related to money, cash. When you are dealing with the fixed asset, these are fixed asset, but easily you can convert. There is a liquidity. Easily you can convert fixed assets into cash. That is related to finance. In the Oracle General Ledger application, you can prepare the reports for the data which you are recording in the different applications. Okay, reality, these are the different departments: payables department, receivables department, cash department, asset department, general department or common department. These are the various departments which you can see as a finance. Okay, within the finance, these are different business functions, you can say, or different applications or different departments. So these departments will involve in the core finance related activities. That is the reason these all departments comes under financials. Okay, along with the financials, there are many other product families also to handle the different respective business processes. Okay, there are a few other applications also which are connected. As a part of our class, we'll discuss, we'll see the business process flows, etc. But for now, just remember, these 5 are core financial applications. That is another point to understand. What does it mean by financials? Means which applications we can use to record the finance related data related to business. Those applications we call as the financial applications. What are the primary applications we have? Oracle accounts payables, Oracle accounts receivables, Oracle cash management, Oracle fixed assets, Oracle general ledger. These 5 applications we call as financials applications. Now, ignore this cloud. Oracle Fusion Financial Applications. Okay, we are calling it as. We'll discuss what is the cloud and all. Oracle Fusion Financials Applications. Okay, that means the applications which are developed by Oracle. Okay, and which applications? Finance applications which are available along with the many other applications, or else simply you can call it as Oracle Financial Application. Okay, Oracle Financial Applications. When you say Oracle Financial Application, that can be, that simply you can say previous version. The same financial applications, if you are going to use as a part of Fusion solution, you have to include Oracle Fusion Financials Applications. Now these Oracle Fusion Financials, when you are going to use for your company, if you have your own server, okay, if you have your own server, if you have your own server, you can install these Oracle Fusion Financials in your own server and you can use. That is one option. The second option is you can use that applications with the help of Oracle servers. Okay, if you want to use these applications by installing in your own server, you have to buy the server infrastructure. You have to take that Oracle Fusion Financials license from Oracle Corporation, and you need a DBA, database administrator and technical team to install those applications in your own server, and they have to take care of the server maintenance and all. Okay, these are the points you have to understand. If you are going to have your own server, first you have to buy the server infrastructure. Okay, you have to invest a lot. The second point is you have to take the license from Oracle in case of your own server. Okay, second point is you have to take the license. The third point is you need DBA, database administrator, who can install that Oracle Fusion applications product into your own server. The fourth point is you need network administrators, security experts, and the technical team is required to maintain that server. So these are the points you have to consider if you are going to have your own server. If you don't want to have your own server, you can talk to Oracle. Okay, you can tell them we want to use Oracle Fusion Financial Applications. In that case, Oracle says this is a charge. You can pay and you can use. You no need to buy the servers. You no need to take the license for the application. Take subscription for certain period. And you don't need DBA. Nobody required to maintain the server since you don't have server. So if you are going to maintain these applications in your own server, you have to call it as Oracle Fusion Financial Applications. Instead of maintaining these Fusion applications in your own server, if you are going to use the Oracle servers from Oracle company, okay, you don't want to have your own server. You want to take the service from Oracle only. So that means you are going to depend on Oracle servers. So if you are going to use these Fusion applications from Oracle with the help of Oracle itself, that you can call as Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials Applications. That means you can understand where you have to use the cloud, where we should not use the cloud. It's very simple. If you are using your own server, you should not use the cloud. If you are using Oracle servers, you should call it as cloud. Why we are calling it as cloud? What Oracle will do is say you are running the company, you have business in multiple locations. Say you have business in US, you have business in UK, you have business in India. Okay. So you have business in say UAE also. Say here in this 4 countries you have business. Now you have your own server. The own server you have in US. You implemented Oracle Fusion applications, not only financials, say many applications you implemented. Now India users, US users has to connect to the server. For US users, server is very near. They have to connect to the server through network. They will connect. Since the US users, they are connecting to server where server is available in the US, their experience may be good. But the people who are in UK, India, UAE, when they are trying to connect, say the India user wants to connect to the same server, in all the ways, the request should goes to US server and the server has to respond. Meantime, there will be a lot of hittings to the server from the different country users. There could be a response. There could be some late response from the server. Okay, if US user is trying to connect to the server, it may connect immediately. The response may be very quick. For India user, the experience could be different. So that means we have physical server in one location, and from the different physical locations, you are trying to connect to the server which is located in specific location. So in this case, definitely the user experience you don't find as rich. There will be poor user experience. If you take the same scenario, if you talk about Oracle servers, what they will do is, if you are doing the business in these countries, they will keep, I'll take the same point. They will keep your server, okay, whatever you are buying from Oracle, which is going to be managed by Oracle, they'll keep your server available in all the countries wherever you are doing the business with the concept called as virtualization. Okay, they'll maintain that. Definitely the big cloud computing companies will maintain the data centers in most of the countries. So server is only one. By using the virtualization concept, they'll keep your server, virtual server, to be available in wherever you are doing the business. Now India user is trying to connect to the server. Where is the server? Server is not a physical server. Server is a virtual server where it can reside wherever you have internet. The server would be available. It is not a physical server, it's a virtual server. As a company, as a cloud company, what Oracle can do is, by using the big missions, big virtual physical servers, they can create a number of virtual servers. The clients who need that virtual servers to use these cloud applications, they will facilitate that virtual servers. By using the virtualization, they will replicate the same servers to be available in the nearest client locations. So if it is a physical, it will be in one location. In all the ways from all the countries, users has to connect to this. In case of Oracle servers, one server only they will allocate. That is not a physical, that is a virtual server. They'll make sure that that server would be available in most of the client locations. Through virtualization, they'll manage. That is a completely technical thing. So US users, UK users, any users are trying to connect to the server with the replication, the same server would be available everywhere, but everything will be in the full sync for the data. So that is the advantage of Oracle servers. If you are going to use Oracle servers, those servers are not going to be in specific location. Those we call as cloud servers or virtual servers. Wherever you have internet, you can think there is your server. You no need to worry about in which location server is there. Reality, there is no server in specific physical location. Those all are completely virtual servers which are managed by big missions or big physical servers. You are not going to connect to the big servers missions. You are going to connect to the virtual servers which Oracle is going to allocate for you. So that is the reason this sort of access. No physical servers, virtual servers. If you are going to maintain the product, whatever you are using for your company, and if that product is going to reside in the virtual servers, so if you are going to access Oracle Fusion applications through virtual servers, that you call as a cloud. Okay, that is a cloud technique. So where they'll keep your server, virtual server available wherever you are from wherever you are trying to access to the server, that you can call as cloud applications. That means if your servers are physical servers which are managed by you, don't include cloud. If servers are managed by Oracle, and if the virtualization concept, if Oracle is going to keep the servers available wherever you need, that you can call it as cloud. So now when you talk about Oracle Fusion Financial, just that is a product. That product you are taking into your own server, call it as Oracle Fusion Financial application. That product you are going to use from Oracle servers, yes, call it as Oracle Fusion Cloud applications. The cloud term, whether you have to use or not, totally depends wherever product is deployed. The product is deployed in your own server, don't include cloud. Your product is deployed in Oracle servers, you include the term called as cloud. That is the meaning of cloud, what we have to understand. Where product is residing in your own server, no cloud. In Oracle servers, yes, you can call it as cloud. The reason is, as Oracle is big cloud computing company. Okay, they are just managing many cloud virtual servers. With the help of virtual servers, they are giving the access to Fusion applications for the client, for whatever the applications they need, accordingly they can provide. Now all these applications, say one client is using all these applications through virtual servers, then include the term called as Oracle Fusion Cloud applications. Okay, Oracle Fusion Cloud applications. Again, if some client wants to use Oracle Fusion Cloud applications, there are different options are available to choose. What those options we'll discuss in 2 minutes. Before that, any questions on these points, please? Any questions here, please? Okay, it's very simple. The cloud you have to include or not, totally you have to look at how the servers are going to be managed. Your own server, no cloud. Oracle servers, that is a cloud computing technology they are using with the virtual server concept. They are facilitating the servers for us. That is the reason we have to call it as a cloud applications. Okay, Oracle Fusion Cloud Applications means Oracle servers. Oracle Fusion Applications means that is a product. That product you can install in your own server. Call it as Oracle Fusion Applications only. Don't call it as cloud. Reason, you are not maintaining the product with a cloud computing technique. That is nothing but virtual servers. Any questions here, please? No questions. Now, if some company wants to use virtual servers from Oracle, they don't want to have a servers, they want to use virtual servers. What are the different options are available from Oracle? Most of the clients which option they are choosing, will see. Okay. So in the cloud computing and the cloud, we have a 3 cloud options for the clients, which generally we use. Which one we have to ignore, we'll see. One is SaaS. The second one is PaaS. The third one is IaaS. Okay, these are the 3 cloud options are available from any cloud computing company, not only from Oracle. Okay, any cloud computing company you can take. These are the 3 options are available. SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. SaaS stands for Software as a Service. SaaS stands for Software as a Service. Software as a Service. Software as a Service, SaaS. So when you talk about SaaS, okay, when you talk about SaaS, Oracle will provide standard product. Okay, you will get access to standard product. So you need financials. Yes, you will get financials which are developed by Oracle. And you are using the financial from Oracle and you want to use some other application from other vendor. That means you can do the integrations. So financials you want to use from Oracle, supply chain management you want to use from SAP. The SAP you can connect with the Oracle if you are using SaaS. And for every application, Oracle is providing the reports along with the application specific functionality. So if you want to create new reports, you can create the new reports. Creating new reports or creating something new in every application we call as customization. That means here you can develop the new reports. You can create the new reports that you can call as report customization. Okay. And here we don't need any DBA. No DBA we require. There will be DBA team from Oracle only. If anything DBA activity should be done, you have to raise SR to Oracle. You have to raise a service request saying that we want to do this so and so activity in the instance. Then Oracle Cloud DBA will come into the picture to help us. And auto upgrades. So today we are using one version in the Fusion. Maybe after 2 months, 3 months, 6 months or 1 year, Oracle may come up with a new version. So just you have to write one email to Oracle. They'll convert your environment into latest version or latest release you can call. Okay, auto upgrades are possible if you are a SaaS customer. And you cannot create new functionality. Okay. New functionality means basically features. Okay, new features, building the new features also we call as customization. Customization means creating new reports, creating new features, all we call as customization. So new features can be built in case of SaaS. If you are a SaaS customer, whatever the product Oracle is providing, you can use it. If you want to connect any other applications with the Fusion applications, yes, you can do with the concept called as integrations. If you want to create the new reports in the payables application, receivables application, yes, you can create new reports. That is possible in SaaS. And no DBA, since we are taking the server access from Oracle only. We don't need to maintain any DBA. If any sort of DBA support, Oracle will provide. And if you are a SaaS customer, software as a service, that means you are not disturbing the product what Oracle is providing. Reports and all to see the data, integrations to connect and to get the data only. You are not disturbing the product. That is the reason. So if you inform today to Oracle, by tomorrow your environment will be upgraded to latest version. You don't need to do anything from your end. And since it is a SaaS, you cannot build any new functionality. Okay, you cannot come up with a new functionality as a customization. These all are applicable in case of SaaS. Let me talk about PaaS and IaaS. So you can have your own questions. If you have any questions, we'll discuss. In case of SaaS, yes, we'll get access to standard product. We'll get standard product access. Yes, here also you can go with a, let me take here, copy and paste. Here also you can go with integrations. Yes, report customizations we can do, and no DBA is required, no auto upgrades. The reason is new features you can build in the PaaS. PaaS stands for platform as a service. It will give you the platform where you can do the new features development. Since you are disturbing the product by building some new functionalities, that environment cannot be upgraded automatically, because you are the one who are creating new functionalities that Oracle is not aware of which functionalities you built at the time of upgrade. They cannot take care of all your customizations. That is the reason when you compare SaaS with the PaaS, okay, in the PaaS you can create new functionality which is not possible in the SaaS, but in the SaaS auto upgrade is possible. But here, since you are doing the functionality customizations, no auto upgrades are possible in case of PaaS. PaaS stands for platform as a service. Platform means the platform means where you can do the new functionality related developments, means customizations. In PaaS, future related functionalities also allowed, whereas in SaaS only report related customized reports only you can create, new functionality you cannot create. So in SaaS and PaaS you can find the standard product. So this is just for storage. For storage, within this you don't find any applications. Okay, this IaaS means infrastructure as service. Oracle will provide infrastructure to store your business, any sort of data. It could be software or data, files, etc., etc. Anything you can just maintain within that. There won't be any applications within the IaaS. These are the three different subscriptions are available. If somebody is going for cloud Oracle Fusion cloud applications, they can choose SaaS or PaaS. Now most of the clients are using SaaS, since there is an auto upgrades available where Oracle automatically upgrade their environment. We could say 95% of clients are using SaaS, and other few clients who are very big, whose business process need to be customized for any cost. So those clients are going with the PaaS. IaaS is just storage space. Even this you can buy from Amazon Web Services or any other Google or Microsoft. There are many cloud vendors in the market. From anyone you can buy that. If you want to get application Oracle Fusion cloud applications, you can go with the SaaS or PaaS. So these are the differences when you talk about these three options. Most of the clients are using SaaS. Very few clients are using whose business process need to be customized and who are very big clients. Definitely big client means there will be definitely custom business process as per their requirements. But small and mid-sized clients, the SaaS is more than enough. And if they want to extend that functionality, they can go with the PaaS. If you are a SaaS customer today, okay, tomorrow you can convert into PaaS, so that you will have a additional provisioning of doing the customization. That is possible. Now, any questions from anyone on these points, please?
So Lakshman, this subscription for SaaS, PaaS or IaaS is a time bound, like if we get the
Yeah.
subscription from Oracle?
One is time, the other one is number of applications, and other element is number of users. Okay, which applications? Okay, for how many users and for which period you require. Okay, based on these parameters, you can take the subscription. You may need only financials. Okay, you can go with only financials. Within the financials also you need general ledger, accounts payables, account receivables only. Yes. For general ledger application, how many users? For payables, how many users? Receivables, how many users? Okay, done. You decided number of users. You need this subscription for 1 year or 10 years. That also you have to decide. Ideally, they'll take always for long period. Once they implement this Fusion application, they'll use long run. So that is the reason. The period definitely they'll take initially maybe for 5 years. Later they can just renew that agreement subscription. So that's how you could see reality. Any questions here, please?
And what about the auto upgrades you said for this SaaS model? Like auto upgrades is the literal meaning of this auto upgrade means whenever any upgrade comes into the picture, it automatically gets
No, no,
upgraded.
no,
Or
not. Whenever, no. When you want to update your server to the latest version, then they'll do it. That means automatically, that means without any intermediate steps, that upgrade can happen. That is the meaning of auto upgrade.
okay.
Okay. You have to
What is
request, automatically the upgrade activity takes place. Why they are using the term called as auto upgrade? Upgrade you do as a separate project reality if you see EVS and all. But here with just as a switch they can on, that will happen. That is the reason that they are calling as auto upgrade. Just you have to inform to Oracle, we want to upgrade to latest version. Right, yes sir, today by tomorrow your environment will be upgraded automatically to the latest version.
So in that case, how can we know like if any upgraded version came into the picture?
You can take an instance. I'll show you where you can verify that version upgrades, etc. I'll show you an instance. Once we start working on instance, what the navigation to check, I'll take you through that.
No. Actually, in instance, when you will check, you will get the latest upgraded version only, right? Suppose, say, I am working on a version 1, and how will I know when the version 2 came into the picture in the market?
Okay, got
So
it.
I can connect with.
Yeah. Oracle will just keep posting that information. Okay, even within the instance also, what are the product we are going to use, they will display that. Okay, in which release, what are the changes they did that will impact what, etc. Everything you can find in the instance, or else you can find that information in the global support also. Two options are available. When you are working for the project, you will get access to Oracle Global Support as a consultant. From there, you can find that information. Otherwise, within the product itself, they will give you the information. Where, how to find that, I'll show you when you are on the instance. There is a way to find that. Any other questions, please?
Lakshman,
Please.
can we get database access
Yes.
in SaaS?
Answer is yes. In SaaS or PaaS, anything, you can get database access. We are going to see in our class also. I'll take you through how to connect to database, how to write the simple SQL query, how that result we can take into report definition, how to register that report. This even that is not our job. That report development, registering that report, that is a technical job. But just to give you some idea, anyway, we are going to see how to write SQL query. So I'll take you through that the basic cycle of writing query and fetching into report definition and registering that report and provisioning that report to specific user or to group of the people. We'll see all those in our classes. The same I included as a part of course curriculum also.
Okay. Do you have also technical team to support us, or like do you maintain like a separate technical team from our end in SAS?
For what purpose? Technical team, like what sort of support you are expecting?
Something integration, right?
No.
Report
That,
creation,
that we
report
cannot do.
customization.
So we are
Uh,
working on functional. We'll work on functional, any functional related, product related issues. I'll be helping. We'll connect every day. Okay, every day session I'll be sharing on the same day. So today's session we are recording. Okay, after completing
okay.
this video, we'll share with you that app, and that same will repeat every day. Every day session will get as a recorded video. You can download and you can keep with you permanently. In future, if you want to go through, yes, this would be available with you. Fine. Any other questions, please?
Lakshman, even though it says or test, the functionality is same, right? Or functionality differs.
Sorry. Could you please repeat your question? Your voice
So
is low. Possible.
you differentiated to us between SAS and PaaS, right?
Yeah. Okay. Got you.
I just
No difference in product functionality. Okay. Functionality wise, there is no difference. Only the point is, in case of PaaS, will have a additional privileges to do the customization. That's all. Product is same. No difference. Yeah. Any other?
Lakshman, sorry again. Keep on asking the question.
No. Please keep asking the questions, please.
Okay. Do we require any functional knowledge? Because it looks like all the terminology which is not like related to us.
Correct.
Something like
See, we are learning. Okay, we are learning this. SAS is maybe new for you. PaaS also maybe new for you. But by tomorrow, it is not new for us. So
okay.
let's go through the sessions. Everything will be very familiar and everything will become very much known for us. And we'll start working on that instance. Lot many things will come to know. Every day, some terminology will find something new. But going forward, you'll be very much comfortable.
Okay, because and I have another thing. Like, how would be the job opportunities? Like, will they ask for any functional like finance background or like something like that, or like
Frankly speaking, I don't know what you're
yeah.
planning. What most of the people do is they learn the course, they claim some experience, and they try for job. This is what we
Okay.
see in the market. That only works in the market. Okay, when you go and attend the interviews, you may say, "I have a 5 years of experience." So let's have some discussion. So in the discussion, if they find yes, you know the product, you have that the level of confidence on the product, and you have a great passion towards this product in terms of working and exploring, etc., then they'll find you suitable. They know reality, but they will hide it.
Okay, thank you. Got it.
That's it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks. Don't job as a fresher. That is not possible in the market. 99% not possible. You have some reference somewhere, somebody promised they will help you, then you can go ahead. From my side, what I want to say is it's not easy to get. You cannot get easily as a fresher. You can learn the product, but chances are very, very less. I'm not saying 100% you don't get. You may get. Chances are very less. I could see most of the people, they are learning, they are claiming 3, 4, 5 years of experience in their CV. That's how they are trying for job. They are finding the job. They are surviving. So only the point is how much product skill you are acquiring. That's really important. Just you can attend the classes, but very, very important point is you have to spend enough time for practice and preparation. Theoretically, you have to be strong system point of view. Practice you have to do multiple times. Then only this will help you. By just attending the classes, you can complete the course, nothing else.
Hi, Lakshman.
Knows this? Yeah, please.
Hey, hi.
Yeah.
Good
please.
morning.
Yeah, good morning.
So, see, so this looks like you will cover financials things like how to set up the things, right?
Everything from
Everything,
the
right?
scratch.
Like creating an invoice, like the data flow, everything.
Yes,
So will
yes.
you be covering from technical perspective as well?
No, not technical. It's a pure functional course. And
Okay.
certain technical things also in Fusion now functional. They converted technical to functional, like data conversions and all. Those also we are going
Okay.
to cover. Master data conversion, how to load suppliers, customers, how to load open transactions into Fusion. For that, they given
Mm-hmm.
something called as FPDA templates, file-based data import. I'm going to cover everything. When you are in the project, as a Fusion financial functional consultant, what you have to do, that we are going to cover in our classes.
So do you mean to say that the interface and conversions are technical in EBS? So
Yes,
those are
yes, yes.
functional. Those
In
are
Fusion
functional
now,
in
those are
cloud.
functional. Okay.
In cloud.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to load suppliers data, or customers data, or items, or open transactions in EBS, 100% we need technical resource. Without technical resource,
Exactly.
we cannot do anything. But
Exactly. You're right.
we don't need single technical consultant also. Without any technical resource, being a functional consultant, you can do it. That's how they converted from technical to functional. So that we are going to see in our classes. I'll take you through end-to-end process. We'll execute and we'll see the results also.
Yeah, thank you. Great. Yeah.
Thanks. And one point
Hi,
here.
Lakshman.
One second.
Hi, Lakshman.
We done for today. See, since today is the first session, so just we'll close here. And if you have any questions, you can stay back. If you don't have any questions, that's all for today. You may drop from the meeting. If you want to be part of these discussions, you may stay back. Okay, we done for today.
Lakshman.
Thank you. Oh, no. We'll continue. We'll continue. I'm just passing the message. That's all. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining today's session. Any questions from anyone, please? We're done for today. Now we are
What are the
discuss.
I just want to talk to you, Lakshman. Could you please give me
Sure.
one? I just
See,
want
if
to talk.
any one-on-one discussion, you can talk to the team. They will arrange the call. And if you have any questions to discuss in the meeting, yes, we can proceed.
Yeah, I would like to talk to you about my name is Narsimlu. Hope you know me from couple of days, which I have joined in the running batch.
Okay. Yeah, please. See, course, any simple questions you can ask me if you want to have some sort of 5 minutes, 10 minutes discussion related to this course or whatever your profile, etc. Better we can have a separate call. You can keep in touch with our team, maybe in touch with somebody, ask them to arrange the call. They'll arrange maybe after 15 to 20 minutes later. Maybe after 15 minutes later, by the time we'll just wind up this meeting. Yep. Fine. Any questions from others, please?
what are the major advantages of migrating to Fusion? I mean, if there is a client using EBS, what advantages will get if he migrated to Fusion?
Okay. So there are many advantages. Okay, many advantages. So
Okay.
they are using the third-party applications. That integrations they can simplify the integrations and whatever the challenges they have in the current at present, what are the integrations they have that they can simplify, and they can take the advantage of the reporting capabilities which are not available in the Fusion. Okay, and
EBS.
the server maintenance and the team and all they don't require, and they can reduce a lot of costs which they are incurring as of now with the EBS instance. And in most of the applications, they included some new functionalities, also new features which are not available in EBS that they can enjoy. And if they move to Fusion, so in EBS they might be using the HRMS application. Now in the Fusion they can use HCM application, Human Capital Management, which is a very famous solution for HRMS and many other areas also. If the client is EBS, the completely those are Oracle products only. If the client is moving to Fusion, the Fusion all products are Oracle products only, but they acquired which are best in the market. Those all they can enjoy.
And uh, For EBS clients, do Oracle do the migration, or
No,
client
no.
itself have to do
As of
migration?
now, no. They have to do as a fresh implementation, re-implementation. They have to
Okay,
treat
thank you.
EBS as a legacy. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
EBS solution only they taken into Fusion, but it cannot be just upgraded or it cannot be migrated. So they have to do again all the setups in the Fusion, and they have to move the data from EBS to Fusion by following the standard process which we do as a part of fresh implementation. But when client is moving from EBS to Fusion, we know already solution is designed and implemented, right? Almost say
Okay.
90, more than 90% you are going to bring the same into this environment. Rest of 10%, what are the additional features are available, what slight changes they did in the Fusion. Accordingly, you have to redesign the solution. But almost 90% solution you will move from EBS to Fusion, but that you have to do as a new project. You could say re-implementation. Environment is
Okay,
going
thank you.
to change. That's all.
Lakshman, I have a request for you. Especially for Saida and all, whenever we have some issues and challenges, please ask them to support us.
Sure.
Because,
I have Any questions from anyone, please?
Actually, the instance which we are going to use the Oracle server or our own server?
No, our own, not cloud only. Cloud server you will get.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you provide any live projects?
See, live project nowhere no one can provide. Okay. We can name and I can give some task, but that is not a live. Nowhere you can find the live. When you work for a client, that is a live project. So how we do live projects and all, accordingly I'll run the sessions. That in knowledge is enough to work in the live project. That's all.
Lakshman, I have a question.
Please.
Yeah. So, what is the difference? How could you differ a BA with a functional consultant?
See, BA, some companies, when it comes to consulting, some companies, BA, business analyst, Oracle Fusion Cloud consultant also, in some companies they call it as BA. In some companies they call it as a software engineer. These are the different names they are using as the titles, jobs. Okay, ultimately what you are going to do, that profile will remain same based on their company job and position hierarchies, how they are managing. Accordingly they can give the name. In one company if you join, they will call as a BA. In other company they'll call it as a software engineer. In other company they call it as you can say like a functional consultant, or in some other company ERP consultant. Different titles they'll apply, but the core profile yours is going to be the product implementation or support or upgradation.
That's great. Thanks. And one more thing. So, what's the main difference between these ERP and financials, or all this comes under ERP?
Yeah, in ERP there are many applications we have. One of the application is financials. You will come to know because we have to understand the business flows. Maybe in two sessions I am going to touch those area. Once we understand that, I'll introduce the term called as ERP. What does it mean? There you will get clarity. Now I can say Oracle Fusion is ERP, this and that. It is like as a 2-3 statements. More than 50% people cannot understand. Who knows, that's fine. Who doesn't know, okay, they cannot understand. That is the reason I am not introducing the term. We have just bit time to talk about it. By the time you will aware of certain points that will help you to understand the definition of ERP. Maybe 2 sessions
Sure.
to understand.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Lakshman, I have one question.
Yeah, Prashant, please.
Yeah, how to get the insurance actually? Do we have to?
You can keep in touch with the team. Once you subscribe for this course, you'll get instance access immediately. And we will, if you want, we can provide their previous batch videos also. If you have a time availability, yes, you can attend the classes. Otherwise, our videos also enough to go through these complete courses. We'll share you previous batch videos. You can play and you can practice. If you have any questions, we'll connect and we'll discuss. Or else, parallel, you can attend these classes also. You can plan based on your time convenience.
Okay, you don't share. You share only previous batch videos. You don't share current videos.
Current batch videos also will share. See, to generate the current batch videos takes time, right? Today I can share only one video. By tomorrow one more. But if you subscribe this course immediately, you can get complete previous batch videos also, and plus current batch videos. Every day one video after completing the course, and you'll get instant access. You can play the videos and you can practice at home. If you have any questions, we can discuss in the session.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Lakshman, this instance that you will be providing, is it the cloud one or is it PN hosted on your servers?
Only cloud. We cannot manage the servers. We need rack servers. It's a big mission, so we cannot go with that. We are providing the cloud.
And what release it would be the latest one? I think
latest
13 one. Or I don't know.
Latest one. I'm not touching that point. Reason I want to show you directly in the instance itself. That is the latest. Since you are asking the question, yes, latest.
And what release it would be, if you can specify?
See, are you aware of releases?
Yes, I am aware of release.
What is the latest release?
Exactly, I'm not sure. I'm asking you.
13. In the 13.
Okay.
There are patch applications. Based on the patch application, what is the latest patch applied? Accordingly, you can identify that is the latest or not. So that is the reason. See, without knowing certain things, if you discuss directly, it's unknown for many people. I'll show you an instance. I will explain.
Sure, Lakshman. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What is the course duration and timings?
Yeah, when it comes to course duration, you can take max 3 months. Within 3 months we'll complete, but we'll try to complete bit early. The timings, as we are starting 8 to 9:30 as of now. After 1 month, we'll prepone the timings to 6 o'clock. Okay, we'll prepone the timings 6 to 7:30 after 1 month. Till 1 month, it would be 8 to 9:30.
Sir, can you repeat again that timings?
Yeah, these are the timings. For 1 month, we'll run the classes 8 a.m. IST to 9:30 a.m. IST. After 1 month, we'll prepone it to 6. 8 to 6 we'll prepone, and 6 to 7:30. So if these timings are not suitable, you can choose the videos also. You can play the videos whenever you get time. You can attend the classes also parallelly. If you subscribe this course now, you have up to 1 year. You can be part of any other batches also. It's not like only in this batch you have to continue. Okay, you can try the videos. If you are that many people just tried with the videos, they are okay with that. Even you can plan otherwise. If timings are suitable, you can attend for this. If not now, later also you can plan. If you subscribe now till 1 year, you can be part of any other batch also. Even if you attend this batch, again you can attend upcoming batch the period of 1 year.
After completed this course, do you provide any placements for freshers?
That's what I clearly mentioned. Okay, as a fresher, if you are trying for a job, less chances. I'm not saying no, less chances. We don't involve in any like placements, etc. If required, if you require, we can provide you the profile. We can prepare and we can provide you the profile. Once you are comfortable with this product, easily you can get the job. But as a fresher, don't expect less chances in the market. So market is open for experienced people.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, then that's all for today. We'll connect tomorrow same time and we'll continue. Thank you all. Have a good day and good night.